What's going on, everybody? Jeff back from SammyGuru, and today is the day we've all been waiting for. If you're a Samsung fan, One UI 7 stable rollout is happening globally right now, except for one important region, which of course is India. And I have been kind of trying to get in touch with Samsung India to find out what's going on there. Hopefully they will get going soon. But the US, Europe, UK, Korea all have started. Hopefully Canada will later today. A lot of you guys have questions about when your device is going to get it, if it's going to get it by model, by region, etc. And since I can't get back to everybody individually today, I want to talk about 5 important things you should know about the update and the rollout, as well as some ideas on how to get started once you do receive it. Before we get started, I do want to remind you guys, check out our website, SammyGuru.com, covering the latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews. You can also get in our free mystery box program if you're in the US. If you're going to buy an upcoming Samsung phone like the S25 Edge, Z Fold 7, or Z Flip 7, you can tap on the appropriate phone on our pre-order page, put in your phone number, your email, or both. You'll get a free case, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand when you pre-order the phone through our Samsung affiliate link on launch day. We cover all the shipping and everything like that. No additional cost to you. The link's in the pinned comment description if you're interested. So right here, I have for you guys all 3 of my US unlocked models that received the stable update today. We've got the Galaxy Z Fold 6, the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and the Galaxy Z Flip 6. You guys can see them down here. BYCK on the Z Fold 6, BYCH on the S24 Ultra, and BYCK on the Z Flip 6. You also see the sizes there, roughly around 450 megabytes, because I was on the beta, of course. So keep in mind, we'll address the size of the update in just a second, because that's one thing people keep asking me as well. How large is it? We'll get to that in a second. But I was on the beta, so of course my update was much smaller because I was coming from One UI 7 already. There's not so much to update. But the very first question a lot of people keep asking is, where is One UI 7 available now? Which devices is it available for right now? Well, we have for you a full guide of when your Galaxy device will get it. And also I can share with you which devices have received it already that we've been tracking at SammyGuru. So far, you've got the S24, Z Fold 6, and Z Flip 6, Z Fold Special Edition. Those are the only devices that have received it thus far, and that's in the supported region. So far, the US, the UK, Europe, pretty much all of Europe, Korea. We have not seen India or Canada just yet. We're tracking those, trying to wait for those to come in. These 3 devices, Z Fold 6, Z Flip 6, and S24, have received it on all unlocked units, both beta and non-beta users. The Z Fold Special Edition, which was in Korea, that also received it. I received that on my unit earlier this week. Z Fold 5, Z Flip 5, Tab S10 series, S23 and S24 FE are later in April. Should be another 1 to 2 weeks. We would expect those to start rolling out. Now, the Tab S10 series may start sooner because the Tab S10 Plus, FE Plus, and Tab S10 FE just launched last night, and those have One UI 7 out of the box. I'll have that device tomorrow, and I'll have an unboxing over here on the SammyGuru YouTube channel. So in May, you'll see these devices: Fold 4, Flip 4, Fold 3, Flip 3, S23 FE, S22 series, S21 series, A54, A55, A34, A35, Tab S8 and Tab S9, and the A16. And then in June, the remainder of these devices, the Tab S9 FE, which is actually the newest device on this list for June, kind of a long wait if you have a Tab S9 FE. We'll be trying to get some of those Tab S10 FE sales, and then these other devices down here. Those are all the devices that are eligible that Samsung has mentioned. The S21 FE is also mentioned as being eligible, but they didn't put a timeline on this just yet. This is from their official release calendar that they shared over on the community forum earlier at the beginning of the week. So that's where it's available now, available in the US, UK, Europe, Korea on these models, the top 4 models, the other ones later this month. If you're in another region and you haven't received it yet on the S24, Z Fold 6, Z Flip 6, you should receive it by April 14th. That is what Samsung has told us, and we will be tracking this over at SammyGuru. So if you bookmark the website and come back, you'll be able to see it and follow when your device will get it in real time. We've been posting breaking news as they go live. Up next is the size of the update. So I showed you guys mine. If you're on the beta, the update size is basically around 450 megs here in the US. If you're not on the beta, if you're on One UI 6.1.1, you're coming from the beta, then coming from the stable One UI 6.1.1, the update's around 5 gigabytes. So make sure you download this on Wi-Fi It's not a requirement from what we've seen here in the US, but it is a good idea. It's just a very large update. It does have the April 2025 security patch, as you guys saw here on all 3 of these devices. Also, if you have a Z Fold 6, a Z Flip 6, very similar sizes if you're coming from One UI 6.1.1. A lot of people have asked, can you choose to not install the update? So some people say they don't like, the new split between the notifications and the quick settings. They don't like it, a number of things. They don't want to install it. Technically, yes, you could install, stay on One UI 6.1.1, but you're going to miss out on critical security patches going forward. You won't get those future security updates every month. It's a really bad idea, in my particular opinion, to do that. So I wouldn't recommend it, but technically, yes, you can choose to do that. Now, when it comes to carrier devices in the US, as I said, all 3 of these are unlocked units. So I do not have a particular carrier. I'm running them on different carriers. I got T-Mobile. I've got, I think, Visible on this one. I got AT&T. I got a SIM from every different carrier in the US. Some of our favorites right now, Visible, Mobile X, partners on the channel. I've been switching a lot of my stuff to those because they're just a lot cheaper. But the carrier locked units have started receiving as well. Verizon has started rolling it out. AT&T has not yet. We've also not seen confirmation of T-Mobile. So you may be waiting. Those should roll out by the end of tonight, hopefully April 10th, if you're in the US. Usually the carriers follow pretty quickly, especially with a large update. I was actually glad to see the unlocked models finally get it early because those have been lagging behind recently. There are some features that are exclusive both to the S25 series. I'll talk about those. And then also they differ a little bit by device. So if you go into Galaxy AI on each of these devices, you'll notice on these 3 phones that it started rolling out on, pretty similar functionality you see here. They've all basically got the same functionality inside here. The audio eraser did make it to all 3 of these. You've got the new drawing assist, which has got sketch matching strength included. That's available on all of these as well. You guys can see right there, sketch matching strength. Also, the camera features differ a little bit for each device. So if you go into the camera, we have a full list at SammyGuru, and I'll put a link below so you guys can see it. But if you go into your camera, you'll notice that there are some differences among the Z Flip 6, the Z Fold 6, and the S24 Ultra. Particularly if you go into advanced video options on both, you'll notice that inside here, you don't have the same exact, of course I went to advanced picture. Doing multiple of these is a lot more difficult than, I've said this before, than just doing one phone. You notice in here, you've got log on the S24 Ultra, not on the Z Fold 6, and also not on the Z Flip 6. So that's only on the S24 Ultra and S25 Ultra right now. So keep that in mind. However, you do have the HDR10 Plus videos on both of these over here. And you'll also notice that on this side, the zoom in mic here is just kind of turned off here because I don't have that enabled right now in the audio, but those are also the same on the very bottom. A lot of the other features, very similar. The composition guide now is upgraded a little bit. You guys can see that this now have the option, all 3 of these options on each one. A lot of the camera options have come to all 3 of these, but these are the flagship phones of their respective series. The log video is the really important big one that didn't make it to all 3. Now the Now Brief is still exclusive to the Galaxy S25 series. It has not made its way to any of these phones that are getting One UI 7 stable today, unfortunately. That is one feature along with suggested replies that we've yet to see trickle down on the S24 Ultra. So you are missing on a few features that are exclusive to the S25, but most of the good stuff is here. And we do have a full list of Galaxy AI differences, feature differences, and like I said, camera feature differences among the different devices. So I'll drop a link to those articles below so you can check them out. The last thing I want to mention is once you do install it, there's a few things you should do. Sometimes when you first install a big update, I've really noticed almost none myself, and I haven't even done this yet, but sometimes it can be a good idea to clear your cache partition just to avoid lag. If you have little hiccups here or there, I haven't really had any, but sometimes it could be a good idea. And so we put together a quick short. If you don't know how to do that, it's a little bit technical. You can check it out. I'll drop that below. Make sure you understand as well that your settings and your notifications are different. Your quick settings and your notification panel is different, but you can combine these. So if you go into the edit, go to panel settings, you can do this on all of them. You can combine them back together if you want. That option's available on everything. Separate, you go back to together. You can also move the quick panel to the left and notification panel to the right when you swipe down. For instance, if you're left-handed, you might want to do that. That's something that jars people a little bit right away. And inside of your app tray, we do now have the option for the vertical app drawer, but it's not turned on in every region by default. So to do that down here, just go to sort alphabetical. If you go to custom, you'll still go left to right, and it'll be based on the install time for your apps as it has been in the past. But if you do alphabetical, you're gonna get that vertical app drawer. Now, I made a video on my own channel, Jeff Springer channel, that went through first 10 things you should do. It's about 20 minutes long, goes into depth with customizing things, how to get these large folders, lots of good stuff. Obviously a much longer video, but I'll drop that and also put a card up here if you guys wanna watch that full video to set up your phone and try all of the One UI 7 features that I recommend right out of the box. Anyway, I hope this helps you guys understand the rollout schedule, the update size, whether or not you can choose to not install, the exclusive features, all that stuff. Make sure you bookmark the website, subscribe to the channel for great Samsung updates, hardware reviews, software, etc. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.